In this video, I'm going to take you through 445 sounds of Nepali language. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel where I aim to help people around the world with their Nepali learning journey. My name is Shailendra and I was born in Nepal. I am an enthusiast of Nepali language. In one of the gatherings with my friends, a challenge came up. That challenge was to speak 100% pure Nepali words for 10 minutes. I could not complete that challenge, and that gave me an identity crisis. I could not speak pure Nepali words for 10 minutes. That gave me an idea of this channel where I wanted to create a community of Nepali language learners where I could help them learn Nepali language, and in return, I could improve my Nepali language as well. Look, you might be a spouse or a partner of a Nepali speaking person, or you are someone who grew up in a Nepali household abroad, so you're trying to learn Nepali. You might have a crush on someone who speaks Nepali and so you want to impress them, or you are thinking of moving to or traveling to Nepal and for that purpose you want to learn Nepali. Right, whatever the reason is, I'm there to help you learn Nepali. So let's learn Nepali language together. Sharing the sentiment of almost all Nepali people, I'm going to be blunt on this one. It is not Nepal, it's Nepal. Now with that, let's begin the video with the sounds of Nepali language. In the beginning, I said 445 Nepali sounds, and that might have taken you aback. But if you're still watching this video, I believe you have a passion toward learning Nepali language. The good news is you don't have to know all those. This is the total number of sounds in Nepali language. See, in Nepali language, there's a system called Bahrakhari. Every now and then I will pronounce Nepali words which will not have a direct translation in English. But don't worry, with time, these words will make sense to you as well. See, sometimes rather than me trying to translate everything in English, it is quicker for you to grasp the Nepali word and its meaning. When you say abracadabra, you don't need its English translation at all, right? You said it enough times, so you just remember it. So back to the system of Bahrakhari. This system is a collection of Swar barna and Byanjan barna, basically somewhat similar to the vowels and consonants in English. Before diving into the system of Bahrakhari, let me tell you how I will explain this. First, I will give you an overview of the system. Then I will tell you about some things to consider, and then I will go through each of those sounds, pronounce them, and also write them up in the screen. This is a multi-video series, and I will break those alphabets down in different videos and go into much detail and explain to you how those are pronounced, how you write them up in Devanagari script, and also in Roman script. Alongside the Devanagari script, I will also write them up in Roman script, and I will use IAST characters for it. IAST stands for International Alphabet of Sanskrit Transliteration. Now let me tell you that Nepali language follows Devanagari script, and in my personal opinion, it will be easier for you to take your learning journey to a new height faster if you are able to read the script. That is how I learned it when I was a kid, and it took me years to learn it. Learning language will take time, right? That patience is important. But hey, if your aim is just to learn a few words, totally fine. Maybe you don't need to go through all those scripts. But if your goal is more than just learning a few words and you want to be fluent conversing in Nepali, then learn the script. Oh, and on another note, although IAST sounds like an amazing way to translate Nepali to English, and all the letters and sounds would be preserved and accurate, it's not common. I'm only putting it out here so it's easier for you to go through the sounds and grasp those sounds and memorize them easier for you. Along with the IAST script, I will also put down the closest similar sound in English. Please be mindful that there are a few sounds in Nepali that does not have any equivalent sound in English. So you will just have to learn it. So I will put emphasis on those sounds and I will also let you know that you don't have, there's no English translation for that sound. Now back to the Bahrakhari. In the Barna mala, there are 13 Swara barna in Nepali language, which are the primitive sounds. Those are like vowels. Then there is Byanjan barna, similar to consonants, that are organized into different categories. Okay, so let's start with the 13 sounds in Swara barna. Those are O, A, I, U, Ri, A, I, O, Au, Aha. Now that's the Swara varna, which is similar to vowels. And now in Byanjan varna, which is similar to consonants, there are 36 different letters or alphabets. And the alphabets are categorized according to where the sound originates from. And also this will be easier for you if you understand how to produce that sound. Earlier when I said it's Nepal, not Nepal, that's because the way that sound of paw is being produced, right? So it's paw, it's not paw, it's paw. That makes the difference. And when I said it's not Nepal, it's Nepal, it's because a lot of people outside Nepal, they pronounce it as Nepal, but the right pronunciation is not Nepal, it's Nepal. The paw sound and paw sound are different. Now let's go through those Byanjan Barna sounds. First category is a group of 5 characters, the first 5 characters. Those are Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nga. Those are called valar, and that's called valar because whenever you're making this sound, your back of the tongue touches the soft palate. Now the next group is palatal. Okay, so it's a group of 5 sounds, which are cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. When you make this sound, the tip of the tongue touches the hard palate. That's how you make these sounds. Now, to produce the next 5 sounds, you need to roll your tongue back and touch the tip of your tongue. Rolled tongue, you need to touch the hard palate. Those 5 sounds are ta, tha, da, dha, ona. Now the next category is, it's called dental, and that's because whenever you are making this sound, the tip of the tongue, it touches the teeth. So these sounds are ta, tha, da, dha, na. The next 5 sounds, these are called bilabial, and that's because you will need to touch your 2 lips to make that sound. Okay. Those sounds are pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. The next category or a series of sounds will, if you notice, glide down and towards the back of your mouth. Those sounds are ya, ra, la, wa, sa, sha, sha. And now the next sound, it's called a glottal sound. That's because it comes from your glottis. It's somewhere between your throat and your lungs. It's somewhere in from here. So that sound is ha. Now these next 3 sounds are a conjunction of sounds, but those are considered in Nepali alphabet. And those sounds are cha, tra, and gya. How the system of Bahrakhari works is basically you go through each of these Byanjan varna and you take all of these Swar varna and you fit them together. One thing that you might have noticed is all of these sounds has some kind of sound or sound attached to all of those alphabets, right? So for example, the ka sound already has a sound embedded in it, right? So it's ka plus a, and then now that forms the alphabet ka. The a sound that we had in the beginning is embedded in the first alphabet of all of these Byanjan sounds. That's why adding the next 12 swar makes it a Bahrakhari. Let me give you an example of just one for now, and then follows the same. And then whenever we are going through all of these sounds in detail, I will take you through all of those sounds in detail, what that would be like adding it into Bahrakhari. So the a, I, e, u, ri, a, I, o, a, right? Those swar, if we combine it with the ka sound, then it becomes ka, ka, ki, ku, kri, ke, kai, ko, kau, kam, kaha. Okay, now these are the 12 sounds that you can make with the Byanjan ka, or the alphabet ka. If you add all of them, then that's 36 letters times 12, which is 432, right? And that's the number of consonant sounds that you have in Nepali language. And when you add 13 swar letters into that 432, that gives you 445, right? And that's the list of 445 sounds of Nepali language. I know that Bahrakhari is made up of two words, bara and khari, right? Bara is basically meaning 12. Now I don't know the meaning of khari, exact meaning of khari. I know there is a place called khari boat, and that's because they have a plant of khari, and I know khari means plant, but I also know that it also means something else. If anyone knows what khari means in Bahrakhari, please put that in the comment and we can learn. Look, learning Nepali is more than just rotting grammar and rotting vocabulary. It's a fun language once you get to know the way it is used. It's a language with emotions and culture embedded into it. Whenever you are getting out of your house and someone says, "Hey, ulto chappal," you heard it, right? You know, ulto means flipped and chappal means slipper, right? Now, combining that, it becomes a flipped slipper, right? But what do you make out of it? Now, when you understand the context behind it, you will understand what that means, right? So without having all of that explained in words, it's just expressed in emotion and in culture, right? So most of us Nepali people, when we grew up, whenever we saw that flipped slipper, it was considered inauspicious when we were growing up, right? And that is why we were forced to make that, we were forced to unflip that. Although I don't believe it, there are a lot of people who don't believe it, but it's so embedded into our subconscious mind that whenever we are going out and we see a flipped slipper, we immediately go and unflip that, right? All of these things you do not learn by just going through any resource material or any Duolingo kind of course, right? This is the kind of thing that you learn by understanding Nepali context, by speaking Nepali, by engaging in a community, right? And that is what I'm trying to do, trying to build a community where you can learn Nepali in an efficient way and in a fun way. This is the first video on the video series to the Nepali basics, so make sure you watch the next video on the series and make sure you follow the channel so that you are updated with all the new videos that I post. So with that, I want to end this video and thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and please put down in the comments how you felt about this video and if there is anything that you would want to learn or want to know more about.